Hello everyone and welcome back to another video. Today I am starting a new portion of my company that I think you guys might be pretty interested in. This is the episode 2 to GROMY, which is get rid of my yarn. Today I'm going to be getting rid of my yarn through needle punching. The mailman's here! Let's go get some mail! Munchkin, do you want to go? If you don't know what needle punching is, it is a typically wooden handle, and it has a needle on the end, and you put your yarn through it and you punch it into this, I think it's like Aida cloth, and you basically make anything similar to like a carpet or rug texture. So you can make coasters out of it, you can make full-sized rugs, you can make mini rugs, you can make like placements for your hands, you can just make a ton of different stuff, flat pieces. I got inspiration from Gando Rugs, which is on Instagram. I love watching him post the new rugs that he makes. He makes squishmallow rugs and sometimes other types of rugs like logos and stuff, and it is very cool. And he does custom rugs, which I just think is really interesting. But I personally want to make coasters, so I decided to buy the supplies to do it and do it. Honestly, I have no idea how to do this, like not in the slightest. I don't know if it's easy or hard or yeah, I know nothing of this. This is what the handle looks like. There's a threader. Here's some attachments for it. And a little handbook. So that'll be helpful. But I'm also going to watch a YouTube tutorial on it because I want to make sure I'm doing it right. I don't know if you just heard my stomach grumble, but I'm definitely hungry, but I'm too excited to film this video and like do this. So, but here is the cloth that I'm going to be working with. I got quite a bit of it because I was like, I'm going to make more than one coaster. So, I think all of this together was like maybe 20, I think it was like 25 bucks. I could be lying, but I'm pretty sure it was around 20. Wow, there's a lot of cloth here. I'm actually pleasantly surprised. So, let's get into it. Pause for intermission. He doesn't have a name yet. I'm going to post on my Instagram stories. I'm going to ask people for name ideas, and then I'm going to put them in a poll and see which name wins. But he is going to be helping. He's going to be my sewing helper and maybe even my tufting helper. So let's give him a good name. And look at his color shift. Isn't that so cool?
Strokes of your brush. You're really good at mixing it up, but I've had enough. The image in your mind.
Okay, so I got the cloth in the embroidery hoop, which I actually had these on standby. Like I already had these from when I tried embroidery. So I didn't need to order those, so that did make my haul a little bit cheaper. But in saying that, I need to sketch out my design. I think I just want to do a cute little squid. So I need to get some markers and then draw out my little design. I'm going to draw it out in this color. Time to draw out a little squid design.
Now I see
I think I understand how this works. So my main concern is just remembering to keep slack on the yarn, because in crochet you obviously don't really need slack. She said to keep the scooped out edge going in the direction that you are going in. So I'm a little anxious because I don't want to ruin it, but I think it'll be okay. Let me bring you closer. Wish me luck, y'all. I don't know where to start. I guess I'll start at this corner, maybe? She said make sure there's not a ton of slack in the middle, so I tried to get it as tight as I could. I guess I better hold it. It's not gonna go through all the way.
Perfect and flawless, and I just feel helpless. 'Cause I'm not the painting you fell for, and I'm not the painting you adore. I'm not a Van Gogh or Da Vinci.
I finished the punch needling, and this is what the back looks like. Interesting, but I think the front is even more interesting. I don't know. So I didn't watch the tutorial all the way, so I don't know how if I'm gonna have to like shave this or something. But there's our squid. So I'm gonna find that tutorial and see what's up, because this can't be right. Like, I honestly think that I was just using too big of a spiky doodad, a needle. I was using too thick of a needle maybe for this type of yarn. So that's why it turned out like that. I also think I probably shouldn't have done such an intricate design for my first try at it. So that might have been on me. But she didn't say anything about shaving it. She said that you can leave it in the embroidery hoop to display it, or you can take it off and sew it to turn it into a rug. But that's what mine is looking like. I'm not sure that I enjoy it. But I'm gonna size down and see if that does anything for me. I just sized down to this smaller one. So hopefully that will be helpful. I need to put all of these little accessories back in the tube that I found them in. I don't know that this guy will fit in this tube. I don't think it does. That's okay. I'm going to try something a bit more simple and see if that does something. So it's actually the next day, and to be honest with you, I got fairly frustrated with whatever this monstrosity is. So I figured I used too big of a hook and too complicated of a item, or focal point. So I decided to go with something different, and I instead did. I don't know if the people that are watching this grew up in the same time period as me, or with the same things that I did, but some of you may know this is the Monster High logo. It's still kind of sloppy, but it is so much better than the other one. Let me do like a quick comparison. Yeah, I am personally feel like I improved quite a bit. But in saying that, I want to Mod Podge the back of this so that it doesn't have like cloth out the sides, and I can use it as like a coaster, or like a placemat or whatever. So I am going to Mod Podge the back of this as I kind of talk about the inspiration behind starting this and everything like that. Every video, I swear, it seems like every video always has to test my strength. There's always something. There we go. Does anyone ever have the urge to drink this? If you don't have the urge to drink Mod Podge, we can't be friends. So I'm just using an old crusty dusty paintbrush to do this. I don't know if Mod Podge is what you're supposed to use. In fact, it's probably incorrect. But I was looking for fabric paint, and I guess I don't have any, so we're dealing. We're dealing with what we have, and if you're watching this as a rug maker and you're like icking out, I'm actually really sorry. I'm really sorry. I really don't know what to do. Let me Oh, no, let's not. That's almost too personal. Hang on. Perfect. Okay. So that's fantastic. So, in saying all of those things, I just wanted to talk. I don't know if I already told you guys about Gando rugs, but I have been following that page on Instagram for quite a while, and they actually ordered from me. They ordered from my shop, and I just thought that was really sweet. I right now don't have the money to buy a rug, but their rugs are genuinely like beautiful. I love the rugs. And so for that reason, I got the inspiration to try out rug making. Obviously, if I can't afford the rug, I definitely can't afford the tufting gun. But I did know that you could make rugs with a punch needle as well. And I didn't really want to make full-size rugs. I really just wanted to try coasters, and I'm really glad I did because I actually fairly enjoy this. So when I'm in a creative rut with crocheting, I can still work with my yarn and still be doing something, still staying creative, you know, all of the stops. So with this, I am like really falling in love with it, honestly. I really enjoy this, and I think it's really satisfying because it's just the same kind of motion over and over again. So I don't really have to think hard about it. I mean, other than when it gets into tight spots with the different color changes, that can be a little worrisome because I don't want to put the wrong color somewhere or like accidentally split the yarn. So that can be a little tougher, but it's really, yeah. I really enjoyed doing this Monster High logo. And I mean, it was really fun. I was just watching Monster High movies with my sister, who used to actually play Monster High dolls with me growing up. So we just kind of binge watch. I think this took me like 2.5 Monster High movies to finish. So it actually took me quite a while, but I was really taking my time with it. And I just really wanted to see what I was capable of. I really wanted to see what I was capable of, really. One thing I think that I'm worrying about right now is that it is kind of bending up. I don't know, you can kind of see it right there. It is kind of bending up, which it was when I showed it to you as well, before I even started gluing anything down. But I'm going to put like a book, a heavy, or maybe not a book, but something heavy on top of it so that it flattens out. I hope that you guys are still entertained by this content. I know it's not crochet, even really related, other than the resemblances that I'm still using yarn. But like I said, I changed my handle and my business name because I wanted to be able to branch out away from just crochet, because I knew that was going to just cause issues in the long run. And honestly, I know a lot of people don't like the rebrand from Chloe Crochets to the Blue Boot Boutique, but I actually enjoy it because I feel a lot less pressure to only do one thing, and I can show you guys all of my hobbies this way and not just crochet and then, you know, hide all of my other hobbies. And I just really like experimenting. I like trying my hand at different hobbies. So I think that it's important to me that I am supported through all of my hobbies and all of my little attempts at some DIYs. And I do have some followers that are here through thick and thin, regardless of whether they liked the name change or not, but still comment on every single one of my videos and still support me. And so I really enjoy that, and I'm really thankful for that. So you guys know who you are, and I am really glad that you guys are here. But this is actually kind of difficult to glue this backing down, which I'm not really gluing backing down, but the fabric that I used. I think I should probably cut a circle of some sort of fabric to put on the back, but I don't really know. Like I said before, I hope I'm not like doing this wrong. I'm sure I am. I've never seen people seal the backs of these little things with Mod Podge, but this is what I have. Uh-oh. Everything's fine. I'm trying to keep it flat as I glue it down so that it doesn't keep that like lifted shape. Hopefully this somewhat helps. I don't know. Well, I will meet you back in a little while once this has kind of glued and flattened, and I will show you the finished result. Hey everyone, so it is actually the next day. I just wanted to give the coaster plenty of time for the backing to dry. It is completely flat now. You know, I don't know if you guys heard, but I was really worried about it kind of curving. So I went ahead and let it sit under my computer, a pack of markers, and a book. So it really flattened it out, and I'm really glad that I did that because it is very nice, and I can just... So that's awesome. I am not going to do it to my first one because I don't see a point. To be honest with you, that's my main reason. I really don't see a point. I'm not going to use it as a coaster. I honestly... I don't like it at all, obviously. So let me again show you the first and then the second one that I made and the improvement that I made. And I also will still be doing this and most likely have these, not these specific coasters, but when I get better at it, coasters for sale on my Etsy. So if you guys are interested, please keep a watch out for them, and I will be posting more of them and my progress on Instagram. So if you aren't following me over on Instagram, you should go do that. You'll probably either see it on my stories or I'll make a post about it. So I would love to see you guys over there. But in saying that, let's do the final result. So here's my first one. This was supposed to be a squid. I don't know if you guys can tell, but for my first time, I don't really think it's that bad. I'm just not proud of it, you know. I used too big of a hook, so I know better, or not too big of a hook. I'm in my crochet lingo. Too big of a needle, but I learned that by the time that I made it to the second one. And this may have been too complicated for my first design, but I think I might go back later and try to do the squid design again because I think it's really cute. I just need a bit more practice before I get this complicated. And my second one, and I don't know, like I said before, I don't know if any of you guys know what this is because I'm not sure how old my audience range is or kind of basically anything about my audience. So if you guys do know what this is, comment down below. But this is the Monster High logo, and it's still not perfect. Like it's not perfect, but I will say that I am much happier with the turnout of this than this. So that's why I put the backing. I did zebra because I don't know why, but I just felt so drawn to my zebra fabric, probably because zebra was super popular when I was a kid. That was like, if you have zebra painted on your walls or you're wearing zebra clothes, you are cool. So I put that on the back. I just use Mod Podge. I don't know if that's what I'm supposed to use, but it is like, let me. I don't know if you heard that. I'll have to look back on the footage, but if you did, it's stiff. I mean, but I am glad it is because I wanted it to be a coaster that kind of could take something heavy and, you know, is flat. So I would say that works pretty great. It works for my off-brand Stanley, and it also works for Dr. Pepper. So I really think that this is really interesting. I think next I might do like a Monstera leaf because that is my dream plant. I just can't afford one. I really want an albino Monstera, but they are like $500. And I don't have $500 to spend. So I might do a couple of those. I also thought about making ones that like are like little hamburger pieces. So like a patty, lettuce, tomato, cheese, and then like the buns, and they all stack up, but then you could take them apart to use them as little coasters. I think that'd be so cute. So you guys let me know if you guys want to see more of this tufting. And I will see you guys next time. Thank you guys so much for watching till the end and supporting me. I love you guys forever. Thank you so much. Make today a great day.